Welcome to SCN Corporate Connect. I'm Gregg Greenberg reporting live from the NASDAQ market site. And today I'm here with Nimish Mistry. He's the chairman of the Mistry Family Office. Welcome, Nimish. And I want to start off with your family office's beginnings, because you started off owning land and selling wooden items and sporting goods, and you've evolved into a global private equity powerhouse. Why don't we start at the beginning?
That is correct. We are from a town called Dhanu, which is a coastal part of India. And to start with, we have our humble beginnings in British India, where we started off selling wooden items. We owned large parcels of land, and then we gradually developed into real estate, and we moved into money lending and all that. So around the 60s, we came to Mumbai, which is the financial capital of India, and we started our own real estate transactions. We started developing our own properties and lands. And as time progressed, in 1975, we established our own family office. And here I am talking today. We have a global portfolio of investments looking at a variety of asset classes, as well as we are looking at a lot of equity projects as well.
Why don't you drill down a little bit deeper into your current portfolio, bring us up to date?
Yeah, right from the 70s I would say, we have come a long way. From there we started with just money lending, and now we are into financial transactions which are quite significant as compared to what we did before. So we are looking at companies which are early stage growth companies, which are close to the IPOs. We are looking at companies which are giving up good valuations, have stable income groups. So this is what we are looking at right now.
We'll talk about those companies in a second, but I want to find out a little bit more about how your family office differs from an American family office or a European family office, because you abide by a strict set of principles. Not that they don't elsewhere, but this is something that you really care about.
Yeah. See, Greg, we being Indians, we inherit about 5,000 years of history and rich heritage and culture. We probably wrote the first books on management, which is called Artha Shastra. So Artha Shastra, Artha means money, and Shastra means economic policy, statecraft and military strategy. So these particular principles that are listed in Artha Shastra, we derive our basic principles from Artha Shastra. Artha Shastra, what it does is that it gives you the basic principles of management and business life. So we derive our principles of justice, good quality, conscience, good conscience, and all these principles from there.
And generally, if you follow those principles, you get a good investment. So let's talk about the investing part of your family office. I want to hear more about the Gold Star Group and how you work with other wealth funds.
Yeah, see, Gold Star Group was a brainchild that we developed post the 2007, 2008 economic crisis, the Deep Depression that we famously call as. So we felt the growth of relationships was a must to move places where our family office got a little stuck at that point in time. So what the Gold Star Group does is, Gold Star Group has coveted relationships all over the globe. It is today working with top-notch family offices. We are working with sovereign wealth funds, we are working with pension funds, we are working with best of the best investors of the world, and we have got a good deal sourcing there. So that is how it comes.
Well, can you give me an example of the best investments that you've done through the Gold Star Group?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, we have looked at fortune companies. As I said, we have invested heavily into the biotech sector. We are looking at other sectors. Robotics is one area, the other area that we are looking at. So yes, I mean, the investments have been pretty much spread out, but they've all been on the equity side outside India.
And when you're out looking, what should CEOs who want you to invest in their companies do for you? What should they tell you? Talk about your due diligence process. When a CEO comes to you, what should he be prepared to show you?
See, to start with, we value people more over projects. Relationships is the better part of what we look at. If a CEO or anybody, if he wants to have investments from us, then he should be aligned to the principles that we adhere to as a family office to start with. And then we look at the management team, how strong is the management team. We want to we want to partner with good and strong able leaders of the industry where they have a wealth of experience. So our basic criteria is the people rather than the project to start with.
And then finally, I know you're a globe hopper, you're looking at investments all over the world. But what kind of an advantage does being based in India bring you?
See, India, as I told you, gives you a set amount of principles that we work with. We have very less amount of investments in India. We have only fixed income groups investments in India, whereas all the equity side investments are all spread throughout Europe and the United States. So yes, I mean, it does give us an edge in that particular sense.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming on and speaking.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for watching SCN Corporate Connect.